figured you were gonna do an intro. Once I seen how you were arranging it, I'm like, It's all right. It's Gumbo Friday.
Seafood Friday. Baked fish, gumbo, seafood pasta. We are rolling up in historic Ocean Springs, Mississippi. I don't really know if there's anything historic about it, it just sounded good. We're about to do a remove on a house on the water. Again, out on the water over here.
South Mississippi.
Everything's got bees in it on the water, it seems like. Elevated house. Shouldn't be too hard.
At the stop sign, turn right.
They're gonna be a mean few spots. That and I can see the dirt. You know, roach poop's always around it. Spots of dirt right there. Wherever there's bees, there's roaches.
That's true. I agree. I definitely agree with that statement.
They may be in 2 or 3 joist spaces. We may have to cut this side open because we got them coming in this joist and just this joist space, and they're exploring over here a little bit. And they're going in with piling, and I don't see any fighting, so all this aerial activity ain't arriving. They're just busy.
They're just busy.
This place has been vacant for a couple of years, I guess. It's been on the market for a year, so it's been vacant for at least a year. And I wasn't paying attention to the condition of everything. We've been walking on all these decks. I took that route just a minute ago and went through the front deck, tore my shins up, landed on my knee. Man, my shins are killing me. You need something to wipe with over there?
Some of this stuff is damp.
It's all damp. It rained yesterday.
Well, that and maybe 10 feet from the water's edge.
Yeah, got an alligator looking at you.
I'm from Louisiana, Southern. I'm looking at him too with a menu.
Southern style. Yeah, man, there it is. I walked over that way and Pete said, no, you can't get around. So I turned around and come back and stepped right there. My left leg went up under there. I landed on this on my right knee. Had my hands full, so I couldn't really catch myself. So I landed on the smoker, and everything in this hand crushed the smoker. And in the other hand, I had a 5-gallon bucket full of tools. So I landed hard on my right knee. She's gonna be bruised for a bit. And my shins too, all the way up both shins.
Now, somewhere out in his yard, somewhere, he'll dump the bag of the old comb and the trash.
Yeah. Yeah, my bees do get fed more than most. So
When his truck pulls in the yard, his bees start making noise.
when I say good
He's
luck,
home, he's home.
when I say good luck, I do help them out a little.
I am really worried about furries in this. I am really, really worried. I don't think that's a cut, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm a big proponent of screws.
Roach.
Cockroach.
Yeah.
Need a job?
Let me know if you see. Let me know if you see 2 little eyes peeking
You did
back
that
at
real
you.
good. You're real good at that, boy. You may have another nail bar along with.
Let me know if something smiles at you and
Yeah,
That'll work.
You know,
yeah, I know, but that's a wickedly weird looking one.
I know I like it.
That is used to pry. That and pry real good in a bunch of different directions.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do? Go somewhere without your bucket? Because that's new.
I've had this for a couple months. 3 or 4 months.
I'm only holding the ladder to tell you when it falls.
Can go.
Watch your teeth, because I got tools laying up here.
Let me see them.
No, there you go.
Let me crawl up on the other side. I'm gonna start it in while he pries. I'll start it on.
You said how heavy you are, and him on this ladder. I don't recommend it.
Oh, man.
It'll be fine.
I won't get up on the
He's a
ladder.
little giant.
And I'm only 201, and I ain't getting on this ladder with him.
That's because you scared. Stunt man Pete.
Oh, because yeah, we know me and ladders.
Stuntman Pete.
Man.
I had a tree take me off a ladder once.
Did you?
It took the ladder and me up into the air and then slammed me to the ground.
Well, that was mean, wasn't it?
And then my wife got all super scared, called an ambulance, all that. First guy come up to me, all right, yeah. Big old fireman, I mean, just the dude had muscles like this and a big pink shirt. I'm like, kind of looking at his trains. I said,
Pink shirt.
yeah, big pink shirt, yeah. I said,
Nice.
it's October. He goes, yeah, don't say nothing. Yes, sir. You know?
Can you see up in there yet?
Insulation.
Still don't mean they ain't got no petrified funny in there. Really, really worried. You just don't know. I am really worried about this one.
Why are you worried about it?
I don't like rats.
Oh, I'm
Mice.
worried about rats.
Pete
If they
has
come
a-
out, they ain't gonna attack.
Pete has an aversion to rodents.
I don't like none of them.
Pete, I don't play.
He's got me on video plenty of times.
Now we're into something.
Time for gorilla.
Time for gorilla. I can get my hands up in it.
You want your grape juice? Want a hood?
Cap. Whoa!
What's the word I'm looking for? Nasty.
That's what you call a rat nest.
Yeah.
That's what that is a rat nest.
Yes, it is. Where you going, Pete?
Spectator sport.
I need you to pour us this down.
You know it's not happening, right?
I do. I'm not even counting on it.
It seemed pretty calm anyway.
They are. Once they open, they everything you do to them changes their attitude. Like, I'm fixing to piss them off.
Pete's good at that.
I already know I am.
Show us how it's done, Pete.
He's from New York, right?
Pete's a Louisianaite.
He's Louisiana, New York.
Yeah, one of these hats you got in your truck are mine. The only thing in here is a suit. Once you start vacuum up that close, they're gonna tear your head up.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I got one lucky thing going for me. I don't have black hair.
This is true.
This is the one that needs a string in it.
All right, this is a smallish hive. We took a sample, probably, I'd guess 150 bees. We took about a half a sample. And I've been shaking them for at least a couple minutes. We ain't got mite one in these. Not in this sample anyway. And I might add a few more to it later. But the whole hive is probably double basketball size. We got a little bit of comb framed up so far. But right now we got 0 mites. We'll add a little more to it later and see what it does. I asked Pete to pack the smoker, and this is what he packed it with. A stick.
Still works.
You're so good at this. You're gonna have to crank it up good.
Oh, that's
since we're
Great
off the
Britain,
nozzle.
I think. I think that's Great Britain, isn't it?
Might be. I can't remember where it was.
Oh, I mean, I gotta crank it on high? Oh, shucks.
And then the vac's blowing alarm pheromone out of it. I think I'm gonna run get a vac nozzle while you're vacuuming. I think this has been in there since at least since spring.
Yeah, look how dark it is.
Where'd Randy go?
Hardware.
What was he needing?
Nozzle for the end of that.
Oh, smaller nozzle?
Yeah, something that'll skinny up and we get a little better in those areas. I don't know about this. This little skinny tip.
Yeah. If you wasn't sucking up garbage,
Yeah, well, it ain't taking much to get it.
I'll pull that off
Oh,
this.
wait. I'm giving you a sight there. I was hoping. There we go. It's climbing up now. It does good in between.
Oh yeah. That fine little tip. Doesn't take any back pressure to pull them into that. Of course, with the back running that low, they're probably gonna pile up in the hose at some point.
I got smoke. Well, I smoke, but I got smoke.
That works. That works.
Nothing in there just a minute ago. I was ready to start, but now you here, I'll let you start.
All right.
Found me a piece of concrete over there and give it a good edge.
I kind of want to start on, well, we almost have to start on the back, don't we?
Well, it's little over here,
There's not a lot of room to get around front.
unless you want to take this out.
Yeah, I don't want to take that down.
Move the ladder out a little bit this way.
No, we can start on the back side. I can just reach over it. I just moved the ladder over another foot. Oh, look at you.
I did it again to you.
Dog.
Whoops. Whoops.
I'm gonna have to make a no ladder policy for
Wow.
Pete. Pete does not get on the ladder until at least I pull the first comb.
That is totally different. Dad, get up there and stick your finger in that.
Hint of rat urine? Probably need a bag somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna set one up in that bag, but I'm gonna set him up here. You going for a cold taste?
I'm not real thrilled with what this Chinese calitree is.
It's alright, it's different from.
I'm gonna let it sit for a little while. It's strong flavor. Go away.
It's different from everybody else because.
Did you stop at the bar on the way or what?
Huh?
I just watched you. Did you stop at the bar on the way?
No, I stepped on this freaking stick, twisted my
You
ankle.
fell to that, then he went backwards into the ladder.
Fell
You
over
look
into
like
the
you was
ladder.
drunk. Yeah, what's his name? No, oh. Yeah.
Did you throw fire? Did he shoot flames?
Yes, he's got flames.
There wasn't a whole lot of, not a whole lot of dry stuff.
Let me my hands out a little.
Does that bloom here?
What?
This whatever that green stuff is. Because it blooms in Florida.
It doesn't bloom here that I know of. I haven't seen it.
Really good
I've
honey.
never seen it, but I don't think
Saw
that's the
palmetto.
Saw palmetto, yeah, I don't think it blooms here.
How does it reproduce?
They've got some kind of palm in Florida that's, it ain't what we've got here, but there's blooms all summer.
They got saw palmetto that blooms.
Yeah, that must be what it is.
That's not,
Yeah, it
that's
makes
not
good
salt
honey.
palmetto.
Yeah, that's just some,
Can't get it closed yet.
Yeah, so it takes
Push. Something hot on my leg.
some finagling to do it because somebody stepped on it.
why won't it close?
Well, this started out as a victim of a truck running it over.
Oh. Yeah, we replaced the bellows, or Pete replaced the bellows on it. And then it just got run over by another truck today. I fell all over it.
Yeah, I think this one was bigger than last time.
No, last time was a Dodge crew cab 4-wheel drive.
This time it was a dirt rooster.
Yeah.
It's not easier when it's hot.
Don't you, there you go. Now you're using your head.
Now pliers.
Started it over here like this. Blow smoke in a lot of
Good
different.
nice back blow to it. On both sides. All right, it's smoking.
It's red hot on the front.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Man, that looks like a an old steam engine going down the road ready to blow up.
All that is a mini flame.
Well, as much smoke as you put in here, I don't think you really gotta put it up there.
How many flames are up there? How many cones are up there, you know?
A brood, I think, yeah.
It looks a little bit bigger than a basketball. It won't let me readjust it. Got good battery, but it's thought it was pretty warm.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice piece. Yeah, they're still coming back to town. Right there.
I wish we could get a better angle.
What do you want?
Tell you what, probably clamped on that frame right there.
Outside up here?
Yeah, just right here.
You talk about to the back side of the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, my side didn't go down.
You ain't putting enough butt into it.
That's all I got. It's a camera, girls. It's a camera. Oh.
We got Paul with Lewis Critter Getter. If y'all are in the South Mississippi area, this is a good pest control company to go with. And he's taking the bees home with him. We're framing up brood right now. Mr. Paul's framing it up.
That one's so big, I'm putting 2 crossways on it, and then I'm gonna put some up and down to stop it.
That works.
Once they fix it, the rub bands will go away.
We got brood emerging right here.
Mm-hmm.
Good healthy colony. We are in late October. Still looking good. Got a good amount of honey if Peter quit eating it up.
Good honey. What every diabetic needs.
Yeah.
This one's got older larvae in it.
Yeah, I crushed
some
them.
stuff that scraped the cap of them
I
off.
crushed a little bit, grabbing it. They'll clean that out over the night.
Yeah.
Doing a little queen spot in here. We hadn't seen her yet, but these are clinging to this comb real
I
good.
see her.
so
I see a bunch of new baby bees in here. They're
Yeah.
still fuzzy.
Yeah, a bunch of hatchlings, emergelings.
Emerging. Tip of the finger.
Tip of the finger to you. I don't see her.
I was talking about up there anyway.
Yeah, that needs to move.
Yeah, I prefer Marlboro.
And I got a double frame feeder for this winter too.
Internal feeder?
Yeah.
Use a top feeder in the winter. As they go up,
Yeah.
they might not go sideways. And you don't want to use liquid feed in the winter anyway.
Well, I'm gonna have to feed them all the time.
Feed,
Most likely feed them all day. Just feed them powder.
you got an intercover, huh?
Yeah.
Put you some newspaper over that hole, poke a couple holes in it, just pour you a mound of sugar on top of it, and get you a spacer. I'll give you some old boxes to cut up. You can make some spacers. I may even have some spacers already. And that'll give you enough room to pile you some sugar up in there and just stick the lid on it. And that the moisture from the hive will cause it to harden. And they'll just chew it up as they need it.
So put newspaper over the hole with a spacer. That way you don't pour sugar down the hole.
Right.
And you put paper over it. They come out under the paper.
Yeah, they'll chew the paper up.
Okay. That's probably what all this is.
Oh, you
This
do
is
what?
all this is.
Oh yeah.
Not right.
No, that's right. I've seen
I'm trying to do you a favor, man.
but I've seen when bees do the insulation, and I've seen it reps do it. Get off and stuff.
Oh goodness.
See that frame rate? That one will have to be cut.
Yeah, I'm looking for the queen. Here comes a heavy one.
Is that the one he dug his finger into?
No, this one's just
Actually, I
heavy.
think it is. You better check where you know I can't spot it easy.
Yeah. Where'd you get it?
I didn't get it, but they were crawling over my eye right there. Once they start crawling, I get away. Oh.
Yeah, they got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, they got some straightening up to do.
They don't mind.
But I'm pretty much out of space. I really don't want to I really don't want to take these out.
That's all right. We can go into a second box.
I want to leave that there so that when the queen finds it, she'll be laying eggs in good frames.
Want to tell you hi?
2 of them stung me.
They're still up in the air a lot of these, but now you get half of it gone. Most of the bees have sucked out of it. They're still active.
Well, we have field force coming in now. We have field force stacking up on the outside, probably.
Yeah, and I'm trying to be real gentle with these.
And they're coming in and they're going, what's going on?
Alright, so you had a short one?
Yeah, I got a short. I got a half a frame here. We look for queen.
Yeah, I look for her and see her. Don't be shy about checking behind me though.
Oh, you little witch.
Did she sting you?
Right in the side of the thing.
We'll look for the queen now.
Yeah. A little bit of queen search action going on.
Oh, that's impressive.
I don't see her out here anywhere.
No,
She's gonna be hiding under this comb or the next one.
I got one of these.
Hey Pete, can I get the backhoes? Thank you.
Got up there left.
Another 4 or 5 combs. Back at the deck house today. That's me right there. Not the repair, but the damage. Got it nailed down. I'm not willing to cross that deck again. I see some more rotten, sunken spots. So I walked across this deck looking for a shortcut to go around the back of the house. And when I realized I couldn't go around, turned around to walk back. And Pete saw the whole thing happen. And I wish he had gotten it on camera, but Pete's not a camera guy. He missed the whole end the other night of us dumping bees into Paul's equipment at the gas station. That was some good footage. Anyway, as I was walking off the deck, when I placed my left foot on that board and lifted my right foot to step off, I immediately went through, and my right foot wasn't off the deck yet, And so I went down like this, but on, I mean, this is my left leg. I went down on my right knee on that concrete, and my left leg went up under there and locked my knee against this board here and my heel under the framing back there. And I fell all over a smoker and a bucket of tools right here. Busted the bucket, crushed the smoker. And when we got done the other night, I was just in pain. Didn't really want to be here anymore. Didn't really care if we finished the job, but we had Paul with us who was going to take the bees home, so we had to get all the bees, and then we had to put the plywood back. Putting plywood back overhead by yourself is a bit of a chore unless you install some blocks. We didn't have any extra wood the other night, so with 2 people it's not that bad, and it was not a full sheet anyway, so we can get up there and hold it and screw it in place pretty easily. But we got up there, and me and Pete up on the ladder screwed it in place. It was real tight coming out, and it was tough to get back in square. We didn't get it exactly square, so one edge of it's kind of cocked down a little bit. And of course the homeowner messages me. I hadn't even billed him for the job yet. She messages me a couple days later, says, hey, you didn't put this board back up square. Like, I know, my knees are killing me, my legs are bruised up. So I knew I was gonna have to come back, and that's what I'm doing today. I'll take you on a walk around the back here too, so you can kind of get a picture of how this property drops off, and how it sure would have been nice to just hand tools to the other side, but there's really nowhere to get tools through. You can get hand tools, but not ladders and stuff. See how high off the ground we get right here. And this is, boy, that knee is really feeling it. I hadn't been downstairs since I did this. Coming down those stairs right there, my right knee's starting to ache a little bit. Show you where they are on the bay. With a little bit of digging, they could have a kayak canal come right up to the back door on this place. So basically this is where we were working. We had to carry tools all the way around. And this was OSB we had to pull down. It was nailed with a frame nailer, and when you're pulling that stuff, the nails just pull right through it. And because of what OSB is, it just shreds and delaminates everywhere there's a nail. So I screwed it back up with cabinet screws, and we've got the seam tight over here, which is where we started. Sunk a couple screws, but we didn't have it tight enough, so we couldn't get it up over here without busting it. We got a little gap there, so I'm gonna put some helper blocks up there, loosen it all up, and re-screw it. That's it right there. Those 3 blocks are the only thing holding it up. I got all the other screws backed out. So if you're working alone, or even as a team, and you got a full sheet of heavy material you need to put up, you can pre-install those little blocks and slide your sheet up over the edge of them. And so you at least got something holding one edge, and then you can push the other edge up and screw it in place. Didn't have that luxury the other night, and probably could have knocked a couple of these rotten deck boards off and done it, but I was just ready to go. Honestly, I didn't really I was in a state of mind where I really didn't care much and was just ready to go. There we go. Move this over and start another hole. Looks better than it did when we took it down. It had a big sag at that joist on the outside. That was one of our complaints, was we left a sag in it. I wasn't even gonna argue with her, I was just straightening it up. That sag was there already. And we're wrapping it up. I've done a little bit more than what we agreed on. All that white right there dries clear. I hate using this stuff because I'm never around when it dries and it just looks bad when I leave. But according to the tube, it dries clear. So that tube right there and 2 more tubes along here, because there's some pretty big gaps up there. Now this place has got squirrel holes all over it. This squirrel hole goes to the same void, so somebody's gonna have to do some carpentry damage repair there. And I mean there's squirrel holes all over the house. Or rat holes rather, probably rat holes. Like over here. This is more rat chewing here, more rat chewing down there. So whatever we seal up really isn't making that much of a difference, but you know, we sealing it up. Rat chews, or squirrels, could be either. But this close to the ground, easily rats with a lattice to climb. All put back, dressed up nicely, and the customer should be happy with that. We didn't agree to seal all this. We were just supposed to take the hive out, put the sheathing back, and the sheathing splintered pretty good when we took it down, but I was able to put it back up in a way where you can't tell it was damaged at all. The upper side of it looks horrific, but it's just an appearance thing and keep the humidity and the critters out. Let's walk down here by the marsh before we get out of here, and before we take that long trek carrying the ladder back up the hill. Trying to look where I walk so I don't walk across a water moccasin or sink in a muddy spring hole. Boy, that's noisy on that roof. Thought something was coming after me. There's the marsh, just a mud pit. This is a brackish water. Brackish is where salt and fresh water mix, meet and mix. I don't think there's a lot of water moccasins out here, but I have seen snakes on the trails down here before. Didn't really pay close attention to what they were. Don't really care to find out either. I'm not a snake person. I'll leave that to Yappy.
It's gonna be a long time before I complain about a rough road.
Just out enjoying the sunset this afternoon in Ocean Springs. I got my little Canon SX730. Wrong one for taking any really nice shots, but I had to do a claims investigation today, and that's the one I used. So we're out here just hanging out, watching the sun go. Yo!
Hey, what's up, man?
What are you doing? What you doing, that three-legged dog?
Yeah, making a run.
Take it easy.